what is up, Crockxen clan members, fairy tale fans, and others who will stumble on this video. I am SoresanCrockxen, and today we're here to review Fairy Tail Zero Episode 2. Oh my gosh, I will say this right now. When I read the manga, this was one of my favorite parts in the entire manga thing. Like, seriously, it was one of my favorite. Because it was just so awesome. And it really, like, to me, like, I didn't even notice any of that, right? And it's really hard to tell. So, I don't know, man. It was amazing to see it animated, and the music in the background really fit well with it, and oh my god. So, I'm going to explain. The Mavis meets basically everybody else. So, Yuri, Purahito, and Ward. Well, I mean, he's called Presh in this one. He'll eventually be called Purahito. Anyways, so this is when the time that she's supposed to meet them, as well as Sera. So they're supposed to now begin their journey. Yuri, who is Makarov's dad, in case you didn't know that already, he is Makarov's dad. They actually tell you when they showed off his name in the beginning. He is Makarov's dad. Anyways, so he comes into the library where Mavis and Sera are at. Now Sera's like hiding herself because, well, just like she doesn't like strangers. Okay, she hasn't talked to anybody besides Mavis for the past 7 years. You know, these two kids have been stuck in this island for 7 years with no supervision, no parents, no family, nobody. They've just been there. And Yuri and his group, they're treasure hunters, and they're trying to find the Tenro Jade, which is like this weird orb, which is actually in the opening. You see it, it's purple. I don't remember. I feel like it was green back in the manga, but I'm not sure. I can't recall right now. And but it's that one. It's that thing. Now they're treasure hunters, and that's they're going after because it's an S-class treasure. So money, money, money. They don't have magic, by the way. They're not wizards. So Yuri shows up to the library, and Mavis is there, and then he decides to play a game, right? He decides to play a game, and in this game, what essentially happens is we have two people, right? Now the goal of the game is for you to say something about the other person, but it can't be something that both people have. So you can't say, oh, you wear a shirt, I'm wearing a shirt too, and so you can't say that. Or you can't say, you have ears, because then the game will never end because you just keep doing that. And you can only do one thing about their physical appearance, so you can't, because then you can just go forever. Oh, you're wearing, sneakers, or you're wearing, earrings, or you can just go on for a while, especially if you have different types of clothing. Or your hair, the same colored hair, that type of stuff. So, and you go back and forth on this until somebody lies, or until you can't get something right, and then they made a bet. If Yuri wins, Mavis tells him where the Jade Orb is, where the Tenro Jade is. And if Mavis wins, they're gonna leave the island. And then he promises that if they leave the island, or if she wins, he'll show her a fairy. So because she likes fairies, she's all about fairies and stuff like that. This is where it gets interesting because they do like a practice round. They start saying stuff like, you're a girl and you're a boy, and then you're wearing a dress, and you have a jacket on, that type of stuff. And then, like, so in the practice, he's like, and you're a teenager, and she's like, yes. And then he's like, can you guess how old I am? He's like, I believe you're in your 20s. And he's like, nope, I'm a teenager, even though I don't look at it. And he doesn't look like a teenager at all. Maybe like in his 17s, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Anyways, the point is, he won, he won. And then when they're actually going to do the real thing, he actually pulls out a magic cube, which is there to detect lies. And I love the thing is, like, because in the manga, I was, following it. I actually didn't catch it, but it's really, she's a genius, man. She's so smart. Because she's like, because she technically won the previous, the practice round, because he said something that, applied to both of them. He said, you're a teenager, but since he's a teenager too, that nullifies that question. So, or that statement. So technically speaking, she won that round, and he's like, "Oh dang, she's really smart, right? She caught it." And so they're like, "Okay, so let's do this. Who do you want to start?" And she's like, "Whoever you want, because it doesn't matter. At the end of this round, I'm gonna win, right?" So she straight up goes like, "I'm gonna win." And I remember reading it in the manga, and I was like, "What?" And I was with him. I was like, "There's no way. There's just nothing." I kept analyzing. I was like, "There's just no way she could have anything on him," because he made a real statement. In sports, I know they always say a home field advantage, but in this type of game, Yuri's right. When you're in somebody else's home, basically a lot of stuff expresses, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your personality, your what stuff about you. Whereas if you're a visitor, they don't have anything on you. So I was with him the whole time. I was like, what the heck was she talking about? There's no way she has anything on him. I mean, can she read minds? Is she a psychic? Like, I was like, I'm very intrigued in it. I got to the music in the background in this episode was just so amazing during that part. And so he's like, he's like, looking around, and he sees there's a bird, and she's like, he's gonna say you're a bird, lover, but like she cuts him off before he finishes saying, after he says the word bird, and he's like, you lie, because I'm not a bird, I'm a human, so technically, there you go. And he's like, no rule, you gotta let the other finish the statement. And then I was like, I remember that. I was like, this girl's, she's totally toying with him. And then, she can't lie, right? She can't lie. And she said she's going to win her first round. The magic is already saying if she doesn't win now, she loses because she's going to be a liar. And so, and that was amazing when I read it in the manga. I was like, oh my gosh. Because she's like, you've blinked 57 times since this game started. And I was like, what? And I was like, with him, I was like, but people blink. That's just something. And I was like, maybe she hasn't blinked enough times, but then that would make no sense because it's not the number, it's the activity. It's the thing. And then he's like, no, you can't say that because we both blink. And she's like, I haven't blinked once since this game started. Just hear eyes all teary-eyed, and it was so funny. I was like, because like honestly, when you read in the manga, you get a sense of emotion. It is awesome. But when you see it animated, for some reason, there's just this it just goes above, and I just, oh my god, it was amazing. And then so it's like he can't win because he can't answer that because he wasn't counting, right? So he can't, like, because he can't say, he was like, oh, I got a 50-50. You don't got a 50-50, okay? You don't know what you got. You don't know if it's true or not. So you're going to be lying regardless. And so he lost turn one. I was like, oh my gosh, man, this is so amazing. She was amazing. And then everybody else showed up, and they're like, oh, the Jade is not here. And then she's like, oh, Blue Skull took it. And then they're like, and they're going to go on an adventure, Mavis and Sarah finally out of the island. And Yuri was confused about this other girl that was in front of him. He was like, he wasn't expecting another person to be showing up. But, they're best friends. They got to go. So, yeah. I'm super excited, man. I love this manga. I really did. It was, I don't know what it was about it. It was just so much fun. I can't wait to see it. And honestly, I've seen it. I mean, it was the entire chapter, so I guess they're just gonna make it last, so I guess they're gonna get like 12, 13 episodes of Fairy Tail Zero, which is not bad. I mean, I don't mind it. It's a really good manga. I can't wait to see the rest of it, man. Oh my gosh. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.